Hey, you, what's up? That's cool. Okay. Oh, what's up with me? Well, I'm fully vaccinated, so grateful to be here. I like it. Actually, it's like another week until it's in full effect, but I mean, I've got both doses in my veins, so, and my arteries, can't forget those. Anyway, yes, hi, Alexis Parkins here. Just wanted to make a little video about my anecdotal experience getting the vaccine in hopes that it might encourage anyone watching this to get their vaccine if and when they're able to, if you haven't already. In this video, I'm gonna share about the whole process and any side effects I experienced. Let's get into it. Up top, I am not a healthcare professional of any sort, and I'm mostly going to be speaking to a US audience. Not that you're not welcome to watch this if you don't live in the US, but I do, and I understand that vaccine distribution and accessibility looks a lot different country to country. I can only speak to my experience, so that is what I am going to be sharing. Oh, Justice wants to begin the video. I'm Justy. It's tricky right now because even if you qualify for the vaccine, finding one to stick in your arm can be quite the quandary depending on where you live. Some places are easier than others. The way it worked out for us is that a neighboring town had a surplus of vaccines and it was inviting surrounding communities to sign up for appointments under phases 1A, 1B, and 1C, which we both qualified for two different reasons. So we signed up and we got our dose the very next day. So we got super lucky. It was super easy. I know a lot of people have had to call multiple pharmacies, multiple clinics, get on wait lists, just show up and hope someone canceled their appointment. The next day we woke up super early, made a giant thermos of coffee, and got some breakfast, and drove an hour to secure that vackie. I dare you to drink that all.
This?
No!
It's the last time I'm gonna have to use this.
No, it's not.
I'm never gonna wash my hands
You are
again.
being irresponsible. We're in line.
I feel nervous actually. I think it just feels like a big deal, and so my body's like, big deals are scary. I was so excited about this. I did that thing that you do.
What thing do you do?
On the mornings where you have something big going on. When you wake up at I woke up at 5. I was like,
Feels like the first day of school.
yeah, it kind of does.
Where we went had a huge outdoor tent set up that had 2 streams of cars driving through. You give them your paperwork, you open your door, and a healthcare worker administers the vaccine, all while you're still sitting in your nice air-conditioned vehicle. It's like a car wash for our immune systems.
You don't get the vibey purples.
Yeah, I
and
want
greens.
where are the multiple colored soaps?
And look at me, I'm having to drive. We should get the vaccine tents that hook the bottom of your car and just like pull you through. That's the experience I want.
You love a good assembly line.
I really do.
You're just all about that efficiency.
Automate this bitch.
I didn't film myself getting the vaccine because I was too shy to ask the nurse if he minded. So I just didn't get that on camera. But I got the Pfizer vaccine, in case you were wondering. Saw a tweet the other day where it was someone saying something like they regretted getting the Moderna vaccine because they felt like all the hot people got the Pfizer vaccine, so I'm a hot people now, I guess. Whew. Whew. Anyways, after we got the vaccine, we had to wait in the parking lot for 15 minutes just to make sure that we didn't have any adverse reactions. I just got my first dose. And now we're waiting to see if we go into anaphylactic shock or something, but I feel fine. Also, Casey said that they have like new syringes now, which I believe because it didn't hurt like at all.
It was just like pressure.
Yeah. Do you feel fine? How do you feel?
I feel fine. It's very surreal.
Yeah, finally.
Waiting on this for so long. And then we got access to an appointment just yesterday, so it's like only 24 hours between. I didn't have time to process this. But that's cool, because, you know, it doesn't really start taking effect for 2 weeks, so I've got time.
Some good things to know that the healthcare workers suggested we do was to stay hydrated post-vaccine. Also, that if we hadn't eaten relatively beforehand, it was a good idea to have a meal. One of the nurses also highly suggested that we move our arm around that got the shot in it, just, you know, flexing, stretching, moving in general, holding it above your head. Anything really would help lessen the severity of the soreness at the injection site, which seemed to really help. I didn't have any issues with that, probably because I came up with even more fun moves in the car on the way back. Key in the ignition. What else can I? Washing the windows. Punching.
The coronavirus.
Uppercut. Some beautiful calligraphy.
Do the serve the wine glass. There it is. That's a great flourish.
Thank you. I'm feeling fancy. Okay, what else?
Wash the windows.
I washed them.
Oh, you already washed the windows?
Can't you tell?
Yeah, they look really shitty.
I took a couple videos logging my experience with any possible side effects after my first dose. I think it's been like 5 hours since I got the vaccine. Boop. I've been moving my arm around periodically. The nurse told me that was important. So I've been doing that. And I'm just feeling really tired, but I don't know if that's a side effect of the vaccine. I mean, it is a possible side effect of the vaccine. I'm not sure that I'm feeling tired because of the vaccine and not just because I got up at 5:30 this morning, which I typically try to avoid at all costs. And I just kind of feel fatigued as a baseline. I'm gonna treat myself to a nap. Good night. Hello there. It's day 3 since I had the vaccine. I didn't vlog anything yesterday because I didn't have any symptoms. But I did find out that the pharmacy had a mix-up with my medication and gave me an older, lower dose. So that's probably why I was tired yesterday. Probably had nothing to do with the COVID vaccine. But I thought it was high time I take off this Band-Aid. So I'm gonna rip it off right now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah! That hurt more than the shot, honestly. Looking forward to the next one. So I was a little confused after my first dose because people were saying the vaccine was chipped. I didn't get a side of chips with my vaccine at all. I mean, I wasn't expecting like house-made rosemary sea salt kettle chips. I didn't get so much as an off-brand Pringle. That was a bad joke, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be making jokes about anti-vaxxers' imaginations. I'm supposed to be encouraging. Okay, let me try again. As far as I can tell, I am not chipped. Unless that's what they want me to think. And what they're making me say. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, let me try again. All I know is that it seems like it's really important for us to get these vaccines for ourselves and for our public health collectively. If you're one of that 20 to 30% who said they will never get the vaccine, I'm just asking you to reconsider, because I think that this vaccine would look really, really nice in your blood vessels. I know there's a lot of people out there that just kind of want to wait and see a little bit longer, see how the vaccines pan out, and yeah, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine being paused is probably making more people feel like that's the move. But on the other hand, I had a good long cry the other day because I read this Twitter thread from a woman who was trying to convince her friend to get the vaccine. Her friend was a little hesitant, just wanted to see how it went for other people, wait a little bit longer. Her friend ended up contracting COVID and passing away. So I'm not trying to scare you into getting the vaccine. I feel like fear is a bad motivator for any decision, but there's a lot of good reasons that aren't fear-based to get this. Like, I bet that there are so many people who love you that would be devastated by you dying. I bet that there are a lot more fun and cool and great things you're gonna do in your life, and I just want you to be around to do them. I'm honestly just telling you this because I don't wanna lose any more people to this virus. I know I probably don't know you if you're watching this, but I'm pretty willing to bet that the world is better with you in it. I'm just asking you to consider these thoughts. That brings us to this emerging, well-intentioned sentiment that I've been noticing a lot of people expressing that haven't gotten their vaccine yet. They haven't gotten it yet because they don't want to take it away from someone who needs it more. And I just, wow. You know, it is so wonderful that you think about others. Not everybody does. But I gotta say, if you're eligible and you can get an appointment, it's your time, that's your dose. And receiving it is to the benefit and protection of everyone around you, so don't be shy. Don't be shy, come on. I feel like I'm watching a bunch of Midwesterners leave the last few slices of pizza in a box because, you know, everybody wants it. Not everyone wants to take it. But then, where does that get us? Wasted pizza. A shame. But you know what's even a greater shame? An expired vaccine. So, don't be shy. Eat pizza and get a vaccine. Again, if and when you can. Okay, let's talk about my second dose. After I got on my soapbox, now I can tell you more about my personal experiences. So the second dose. We headed back to the same clinic. Woo! I remember this place.
Feels odd.
It's not as much of a line today.
Oh, sure. So sick.
We're already vaccinated. How do you feel, Casey?
Strong.
Hey. Check it out. Ooh. Same clinic, same process of paperwork, same drive-through, get the shot, sitting in your car, but not the same post experience at all. The second dose came with bonus prizes. Lots of flu-like side effects. Although Casey felt pretty okay. He had a little fatigue and a headache. No biggie though, for the most part, for him. I, on the other hand, I spewed. The worst kind of sick. My intention was to vlog all my side effects in the moment, but I really did not feel good. So I really did not feel like it. I don't feel well. They were not lying about the second shot being a doozy. Justice is keeping me company. Say hi, Justice. That's my mustard. My mustard. You want it? You love the gray poupon. It's not a squeezy treat, Justy. No, it's not. Maybe like 5 hours post getting the vaccine, I started to feel really tired, pretty warm, a little nauseous, and that escalated from there. Later in the middle of the night, I threw up a lot. Didn't know I had it in me. The next day was rough. I had 101-degree fever, I had chills, I was shaking, I was achy all over. I had like the worst headache I've had in a long time. And I get migraines, so I feel like that is saying something. I had such a bad headache that at one point during that day, I was drinking water and I swallowed wrong, even though I've been drinking water for over 20 years. I still get it wrong sometimes. Anyway, then I had to cough, and I thought that when I coughed that my head was gonna explode. I had to tell Casey not to make me laugh because it hurt to laugh. I took ibuprofen later that night. I had put it off until then because, well, I was kind of overextending a warning. Doctors say not to take ibuprofen or Tylenol in anticipation of uncomfortable side effects, you know, before you get your dose, because it's unclear if it can affect your body's antibody response. which would then render the vaccine less effective. So I was overextending that warning because I just didn't want to take any chances of making the vaccine less effective. But I was being silly because all of these side effects were proof that my body was like, oh, hello vaccine, let's get to work creating all these antibodies. So I was like, you can allow yourself some relief at this point. Take this ibuprofen, bruh, you'll rest better if you do. I also had muscle aches and pains. Like, some of my muscles were so stiff. I weirdly felt like I couldn't unclench my jaw for some reason. Anyways, all this to say, I felt 100% after about like 2.5 days after getting the vaccine. Most people only have symptoms for 24 hours afterwards. So yeah, like whatever. The side effects were yowza, they were heckin' doozies, but it doesn't really matter to me. I would do it all the same way again because yeah, apparently that was mild COVID. So I am very interested in being vaccinated, very uninterested in ever having anything to do with the real full-blown deal COVID. So, yes. So that was my experience. Let me know if you've been vaccinated. Which one did you get? You don't have to tell me. It's none of my business. But if you wanna, we can talk about it. Are you in the Pfizer group with the hot people or not? I'm joking, that's a joke. Or let me know where you're at in the process. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.
Uppercut.